Thank you again, Bernie and Leo, and especially to all our NIAs. Thank you for inspiring us with your beautiful stories of how you endeavor to improve your economic services to your small-scale farmer members. At this point, as Leo and Bernie said, allow me to provide you with a regional summary of our accomplishment for 3 programs: the ARISE Farmers, the Asia-Pacific Farmers Program, and the Farmers Organization for Asia, which is both financed by IFAD and EU. Given these 3 programs, we're able to reach 22 countries in Asia-Pacific, partnering with 93 national farmers organizations and working through their subnational FOs, 2,777, and collectively they represent around 26.9 million small-scale women, young, and men farmers in Asia-Pacific, and 5 million of which are women, and 2.8 million are young farmers. Aside from the ARISE Farmers, which is basically a COVID response, providing revolving fund or recoverable grant to our partner FOs, we also have a challenge fund supported by APFP and FO4A. The challenge fund has a regional component and a national level component. Regionally, we allocated 400,000 earmark fund to support business plan. 260,000 of that goes to East, Central, and South Asia, and 140,000 goes to Southeast Asia. In addition to this regional fund, some countries have also allocated from their national budget a challenge fund, like Mongolia, Bangladesh, Philippines, and Myanmar. We have received around 30 proposals. 19 of them were prioritized and 16 were given no objection by IFAD. And now all these projects are in various stages of implementation. There are different kinds of enterprises supported by the Challenge Fund. 7.37% are involved in crops, 5% in livestock, 3% in poultry, 1% in fishery, 5% on production inputs, organic fertilizer, etc. And there are other small equipments as well. In terms of farmers who are directly benefited by this challenge fund, 27% or 860 were male and 13% are youth. And we're happy to share with you that 60% of the challenge funded projects are women. This is something that we are happy to share with you. And all these initiatives and support, both from ARISE, from the Challenge Fund, leads to increase in income. We have initially targeted 44,711 farmers with increase in income of 30%. But at the end of the year, we're able to deliver 46,469 farmers with at least 30% increase in income. And of course, there are also recorded increase in income less than 30%, around 93,504. So in all of this, one of our major learning is that regionally coordinated and nationally implemented collective and complementary action by, for, and with Federation Farmers Organization is a quick and efficient delivery mechanism, particularly in times of pandemic, because this federated structure have established communication network and have direct knowledge of the context and capacities and have established social capital on the ground. Second lesson is that with farmers' organizations as the conduit for financing, the issue of information asymmetry is addressed. The recipient of the revolving fund are well known to the farmers' organizations since they have prior record or membership data, which makes the cost of knowing your client less and more reliable. The risk is also reduced since the farmers' organization is able to select credible and qualified recipient. The ease of accessing the fund, both in terms of time and cost, in terms of very simple procedure, was assured due to the proximity of the FOs and co-ops to their members. The revolving fund approach is empowering. It helped develop greater sense of solidarity and responsibility among the farmers. The recipient of the fund were encouraged and motivated to pay back so that other fellow farmers will also be benefited. Leveraging the ARISE funding to expand partnership marketing contracts with private sector through the producer public-private partnership, or the 4Ps, proved to be a sustainable way of ensuring that there are different stakeholders who also have an ownership to the project. So these lessons were basically drawn from our experience in ARISE. But looking at the overall picture, our key takeaway message is this: the direct financing of IFAD to Federated Farmers Organization increases the opportunity to create synergy between government, public sector, and the farmers' organization. The IFAD grant utilized as a revolving fund by FOs with clear mechanism for accountability and transparency, implemented in an effective and efficient manner, is a natural ingredient for sustainability and resiliency. With this, we are very happy to say that farmers' organization are important conduit, and are service providers themselves. They are not only recipient and beneficiaries, but they are credible service providers because they get their mandate primarily from the small-scale farmers. Again, congratulations to everyone, and we thank IFAD, and all our donor partners, EU, and also our agri-agency partners for working with us in improving the economic services to our small-scale family farmers. Thank you very much.